Welcome back to our tree build. This lovely tree was in James and the Giant Peach. It is now going to be put in Alice in Wonderland. We've been working so far about a week trying to get it larger. This section right here was supposed to be kind of drabby because it was in James and the Giant Peach. Now it's going to be in Alice in Wonderland and it needs to be a lot larger. So what we've done is we've added 18 inches to the bottom and another 6 inches way up there to the top, which is way taller than me. So what we started out doing was we did the same thing we did on the top part here is we start out with wire. We take the wire, it's chicken wire, and it's really good for molding into pretty much any direction you want. So we flared it out at the bottom so the tree will be larger at the bottom, and then we've shortened it at the top. So first we put on the wire, next we'll put on some styrofoam. This styrofoam keeps it stiff. So it'll go up underneath here, and then there'll be a sheet of cardboard in front of it so the spray insulation foam has something to stick to. The spray expansion foam works great. It gives the tree texture. It has, it kind of looks like bark. So once we get this done and we get the styrofoam under there, we'll show you how to put on the spray foam, and you can catch us later and watch us do that. Hi everybody, welcome back to our wonderful tree build. As you see, we're making progress. We've put the blue styrofoam on the back. We did that last night. We showed you how to do that. We actually took and put a screw in each panel. I don't know if you can see it on that side or on this side. Each panel has a screw with a washer on it to hold it stable, so up against the tree. Then we wrap the cardboard around it, and we wrap the wire back around, which goes into the tree and makes it a wider shape. The cardboard is for stability, so when I spray the foam insulation on the outside, it has something to stick to other than the foam. The foam just makes it sturdy. Anyways, we're going to get back to working on this. I'm going to show you the next steps on what to do once we get the spray installation, and we'll get back with us. We're adding this tape right here to keep any of these small wires from poking out, and if somebody was to step in here, it might catch their leg or catch their arm and cut them. So we're putting tape on it, and then I'll put the styrofoam insulation over the top of this so there will be no pointy objects poking at people. My husband did sand this and make this a little smoother round too. When we first cut it, I was having a lot of trouble getting the jigsaw into a small place like that. And we didn't have another type of saw to actually cut it round and nice. So he got a sander for me today and actually sanded over the round curves and made it a little nicer, a little smoother for the kids. Well, we finished the bottom of the tree, putting the wire, the paper, and the styrofoam on it to make sure that it's firm. It is ready to go for the spray installation foam. So we're going to start working on the top, because when you open up one of these cans of spray installation foam, you really need to use the whole can, because it'll clog up and be a mess later, and basically you waste money because you won't be able to use it. So we're going to get working on the top. I'm going to put wire around it, put cardboard behind it, and that's going to be the top. It's going to be a little bit larger over the top of this base right here, because when you put the limbs in the top, you want to make sure that it all blends together. So this is going to have foam, and then the trees are going to come out of the top like that, the tree legs. So here we are putting the wire on. I apologize for the lighting. The tree's a little tall to work on indoors, so we had to put it out on the porch, and it's starting to get dark. So we wanted to make sure we could see, or you could see, what we were doing. So I left the foam on here a little lower so that I could actually attach the wire down here underneath of it, around the corners. We're going to have a tree limb that's going to come out of the side right here. And we're going to have a tree limb that comes out of the other side, and then of course the limbs out of the top. So I'm going to continue to work on this wire and molding it around to make the tree more shapely. It's going to go from a larger base to a smaller base, or to a smaller top, just like a tree would grow. So let me finish doing the wiring and come on back for the rest of it.
Before we break away, I'm going to put you on the spot and ask you, would it have been easier for us to start from a whole brand new tree, or just to do what we're doing and remaking this James and the Giant Peach tree?
Starting from a whole new tree, one, would be very wasteful for the styrofoam. And this tree is a very sturdy tree. It was a good, I don't know, lead off, because you had a base. Then you could design it to go flare, medium, and then up.
I think you can attribute that to the genius of the builder who built the structure.
That's true. The genius who built the structure was pretty good, because I am not very good with angles. So to have a husband that is good with angles really, really helps.
So how long do you think you're going to be working on this section of the tree, that section?
Just a few minutes, because it's just a matter of wire and the wood, not the wood, the cardboard.
Cool.
And then it's done, because I'm just going to staple it right here to this wood so that it attaches, and then it'll go right here.
Then we're going to finish up for the night, because
It's starting to get dark. We can't do much in the dark, because I have to. The limbs coming out of here is going to make the tree like 17 feet tall. So being 17 feet tall, I don't know if you own a house that's got 17-foot ceilings. I don't have a shop that's 17-foot ceilings. So again, we work full time and come home in the evenings to do this stuff. So we have to do it outdoors, and we have a limited amount of time. So we'll just keep trudging along. It'll be great.
All right. Well, I'm going to keep filming you as you put the cardboard and everything in, okay?
All right. Well, I need my wire cutters. Do you see my wire cutters, honey?
Right there.
There they are.
Yep.
Now, hopefully I won't fall off of this stand I'm working around.
You need me to turn it around, or?
No, we're good.
All right. Just don't walk backward from where you are. It's
just don't walk backwards and don't take a step forward.
Yeah, it's about 7 feet. No, excuse me, 6 feet from the top of your feet to the ground.
What, down there?
Yeah.
It looks long.
It
looks further down than that.
About 6 feet.
I'm not a person who really likes heights, so you know, I'm going to be as cautious as possible here.
Yeah, but your kids know your propensity for falling.
My propensities for being a klutz, yes. I don't know if it's age.
No, you've always done it.
I've always done it. I think because the brain engages before the body does, maybe.
Might be the other way around on you.
With creative people, their minds don't work like a normal human being who might look at caution. Creative people don't have that caution because their minds are always expanding to see what
the possibilities.
The possibilities, yeah. What big out there they can do, how they can expand, how they can make it bigger, better, badder, like our tree.
That's it.
It's bigger, better, and badder. And it's going to be bigger and better and badder with the limbs too. I'm going to need my staple gun, I think, Daddy.
All righty.
Under there.
Right here.
Yeah.
Missed it again? Yeah, it's like really hard to...
There. Stop. There. We got our cardboard semi-cut. We're going to take it, slide it down in here, front of the tree wire. We're going to keep the with that. We're going to keep these open on both sides because that's where a second tree limb is going to be coming out like this on the side.
So coming out of those T's right
Yeah,
there.
it's gonna
Okay.
come
Yeah,
out
you
of those
can't
T's.
really see it from here
And I
because you're
need to
looking straight
actually
on it.
cut here
Yeah.
because that's where the V of the tree is going.
Okay.
So, I guess tomorrow, since it has gotten very dark, tomorrow we'll get started again, come back and watch. Maybe you'll get to see some spray installation foam on how to make this wonderful bark looking tree. Come back and see us tomorrow.